Welcome back, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
We're back in the studio this time.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of missed the microphones and the headphones. I like hearing myself. It's funny.
You like your voice?
Well, it's just like having the headphones and it's like the echoey. It's just different.
It is. It's kind of satisfying.
It's like ASMR a little bit.
That's real.
I don't know. I like playing with the microphone. Don't you dare.
I'm not going to script it. Nope.
Oh,
I don't want to die from the look I got from Hayden was if you touch this mic and do the scritch noise on it, I'll kill you.
What was the first one of the first times we were in the studio? I think for like 20 minutes we were just like doing ASMR crap.
We literally like booked the studio for a half hour just to get accustomed to it, and we just messed around for.
That was fun.
That was really fun.
Yeah, I was actually listening to some of our earlier episodes this week. Just because I was like, I forget what we talked about this one. I forget what we talked about this one. And I just skipped around, and I'm just like, damn, that feels like it was so long ago.
Dude, I know. I don't remember half of the episodes. Like, I'm not going to lie to you.
I feel like also because we just talk about the most random crap.
But that's normal.
That's okay. We don't have a theme. Like today, we just we're not really sure. We have one funny story that we plan on sharing.
That one's actually really funny.
It is funny. We were at Bingo recently because our school does Bingo like what is it, like once a month?
Once a month.
Yeah. And today's April 2nd, so the last one they did was like the St. Patrick's Day theme, and we all went, and it was actually really crowded. I was expecting it to be pretty small.
We also got there like
we were late. Yeah.
Because they changed the start time.
I don't know if they changed the start time or because we just got the time wrong.
Well, because one of the emails had said 8:30. At least I thought it did. And then it said it was started at 8.
Yeah. But also, wasn't the parade the same day? Or because it was...
No, it was a few days later because they only do Bingo on Fridays.
I just assumed that it would be a small amount of people. And so I was like, yes, we'll get something.
It was St. Patrick's Day weekend, though.
Yeah, that was.
That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just figured everyone would be off campus like Friday, Saturday because things are going on in Boston, like at restaurants and bars. And stuff. Like,
no, apparently it was
Really?
fucking bingo time.
Well, yeah, everyone had priorities.
God
for
forbid.
Bingo. But no, it was fun, and we went there, and we actually walked away with nothing. But
womp womp.
Hayden got close because they did the loser bingo.
I was gonna say Hayden got close, and when we had to do the double bingo, I was one away.
When we did the Jesus bingo, I was really close bingo. Because it's like they do like a cross, like the middle column, and then
like the B's and the O's don't count.
No, so it's ing.
Right.
So and then
you have to do the whole N column, the second one on the I and the G.
That's it. So I call it Jesus bingo because
it is Jesus bingo.
It looks like a cross. Yeah, and we're a Catholic school. So
yeah, we are a Catholic school.
Yeah, no, I love it.
It was very funny.
I had one left.
I was one away.
I was so mad.
That was probably the saddest bingo I've ever had because I was always so close to winning and I failed every time.
But how did we created a funny little slogan that
we were so over it too.
We started to get the zoomies. We were so losing our marbles.
I love getting the zoomies.
Dude, that was really funny.
We had this, okay.
But what inspired the little slogan that we came up with?
Well, okay. That to start too, we got the zoomies at the Hill.
We did.
Because we were going to order just water.
I remember this.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that girl she saved the day.
I love her.
You know what? Technically we did win.
We did win.
We won a lot of drinks.
Yeah. Because
the Hill is like we should say what the Hill is.
We should clarify this. So the Hill is like an on-campus dining option for us. So it's like
it's open later.
It's a later night option and it's open from like 5 to
like midnight
10 on weekdays.
Yeah.
And then 1 a.m. on Friday, Saturday. So
I love the Hill.
I love the Hill so much.
Because then like everything else is like
icky.
I wouldn't say it's closed early. Like our latest option is like 7:30.
I was gonna say that Gigi's closes. Gigi's is also like another option that closes at 7:30. Commons closes at 7 in person, and then 8 o'clock for mobile.
Sometimes I'll have my lunch at like 3, and then at 7 I'm not hungry. So if if I want to eat at like 9,
the Hill makes it so accessible.
I like having that open because a lot of schools. I think at Megan's school, her last option is like around 7, and then that's it.
Jesus.
But she lives in her own house off campus, so she just makes her own stuff. But like I remember freshman year, she would say that like she didn't have a lot.
Yeah, no.
But back to bingo.
Anyway, so
we went to the hill.
As I say, our Zoomies started because Meg and I were getting water, and we pretty much only stock Smart Water for the most part. Like, we don't keep a lot of like other cheaper water brands around here.
Plus, Dasani's just salt.
Dasani tastes like shit, so I'm only buying like I know like
Smart
meal
Water.
plate.
You get more.
You do get more. Those bottles are bigger, and they're like than what we have for the Dasani, I think, and then it just also doesn't taste like salt.
Yeah,
I hate Dasani.
It's designed to make you buy more water because it makes you thirsty because they put salt in it.
Anyway,
speaking of water, I'm gonna take a sip of my water.
Slurpy slurp.
Yes, while you keep talking.
There you go. So we were gonna buy them, and the worker goes, "It's cheaper to just buy a 6-pack of any of like drinks that you want. So throw in the 2 waters, and what else do you want? Name 4 more." So we got like 3 peace teas and like a soda for like $13.
Yeah.
Low-key a steal.
It was, but also I think it was like limited to certain drinks, but they just started that deal that she's like, just
have at it.
She's like, just have at it. Like, you know.
I love her. I
don't know her name, but
I don't remember.
So
I can picture the name tag. I just can't. If you're listening, we love you. You are the absolute legend.
She's the goat.
She also gave us, Hayden and I, like 2 cookies when we only ordered 1, like
she
per
does
person.
That to me
especially when they're closing, or like especially for break when they just need to get rid of the cookies.
Because they have to throw them away.
Yeah.
But also, like, if I worked there, I would take all that home if I could. Like, if I was closing.
Do they have to pay for it?
I think if it's probably like Dunkin' or any other like place where like
maybe
or like Crumble where you have to like, don't you have to throw them away at the end of the night?
I do have to throw them away. Yeah, well, because you can't. It's food safety. Yeah. We can't leave the heaters running because that's a fire hazard.
Right.
And then if we leave them out at room temp for over 2 hours, it's foodborne illness safety.
Right. That makes sense.
So it's more just a matter of like safety for other people. But
yeah.
Anyway.
But we got that.
We got all the drinks. So then we were hyped.
That put us in such a good
because Hayden and I like picked up our dinner. Like we were ready. Like we were hype as fuck.
Because it was also the St. Patrick's Day edition. So like all the not packages, all the like gifts were wrapped up and like really cute.
They were so cute. Yeah. And so we get there and we're playing and
we get so pissed when we
were like we were just like, I don't even know. Like, how do you describe it? We were just loopy.
Oh my God. We were really loopy.
We were out of it.
But also when we went there, it had already started. So then we're like, all right, hustle up.
We're like,
we gotta go.
Run.
So we sit down and normally it's like on the computer screen and we can open up like multiple boards. But this time it was just like paper and chips. But it's good because then no one will cheat because people cheat.
Because someone ruined it for everybody.
Yep. But no, like then the first round, Hayden almost won the loser bingo. I think that was the first one.
Yeah.
And then that put us back in the loopy happy mood. And
yeah.
Like, okay, let's do it.
Also for context, loser bingo is,
right, yeah.
I don't know if anybody knows what that is or doesn't know, but.
Do they do that in the nursing homes?
Do they do that in the nursing homes?
Loser bingo.
Well, loser bingo is where you stand up on your board. You stand up
on your board.
Shut up. You stand up. And they go and like play bingo as normal. Your goal is to not have anything on your board by the time they're done.
I've gotten really close a couple of times.
Won loser bingo my freshman year for family weekend. And I had to draw cards.
Oh,
because there were like 5 of us that won.
It's all luck.
And I lost by 1 because I had a 10. The person next to me had a jack.
That sucks. That happened to my dad. It was family weekend. It might have been. It was loser bingo family weekend.
No, was I up against your dad?
We were up against my dad. No way.
Was your dad the bitch that won?
No, he lost.
Okay, good. I would have been like, Papa Fen, I'm coming for that prize.
The look that we just gave each other. What the fuck?
No way.
No, yeah. So he's like, hell yeah, Meg, I'm gonna win bingo. And he goes up, and then they call another number, and then he leaves. This is before they drew the cards. He was like one
shit.
Of like the 10.
Okay.
Yeah. And so then he came back down, and I was like, Dad, you're a loser.
No way.
He's like, nah, Meg, that means I win. I'm like, nah, you're a loser. I'm like, you lost. And so,
womp womp.
Womp womp. That's crazy.
That was so funny.
literally invisible string theory. I swear to God.
For real.
Yeah. But we also, during bingo, back to the St. Patrick's Day. Jesus, we are so back and forth. It's all right.
It's all right.
We realized no one was going to win. Like, there was like 3 prizes left. And they do like the blackout bingo where you have to get the whole board. They do loser bingo, like a lot of different ways, or like 4 corners. And the person said regular bingo any direction, and I don't know how it happened, but Hayden just said regular bimbo any direction, and because we were already so loopy, that like was the funniest thing we've ever heard.
Oh my God, I was cackling my balls off.
I
basically
was like pissing my pants because every time we heard it, it just made us laugh, and people were looking at us like, what is so funny? And it was just regular bimbo any direction, and it still makes me laugh. But we didn't win. But it's just a tradition that every time there's bingo that we go.
Yeah. No, it was so funny.
It's so funny.
So now whenever we go to bingo, guys, let's go to Bimbo.
Regular bimbo.
Any direction, because that's always the announcement they make before, like, to tell us what kind of bingo we're doing. So it's like if it's Dumble Bimbo.
Dumble Bimbo.
Bimbo, any direction.
No, that's even worse.
Oh
my gosh.
Okay. Anyway,
I still think it's crazy that you were up against my dad.
That's so funny. I beat your dad.
Should I call him right now? Just be like, hey, Dad.
Just me texting your dad, be like, hey.
Honestly, he's probably in bed. It's 7 o'clock. He's up at like 4:30.
Imagine I just text your dad and be like, sup, Papa Fen? Be like, I beat you in freshman year.
Honestly, he would probably just be like, cool. Yeah. At one point,
be like, I couldn't care less, to be so real.
My dad should be a guest on the show at one point.
I'd love to have your
According
dad
to
on
Dad.
Here. According to Dad. No way.
That'd be so funny.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. What's that trend that people did that's like, it's like, how would you react if I did this? Like, it's like a parenting quiz.
Asking your dad?
Yeah, we should do that.
No offense, Mom. I wouldn't do that with you.
My parents are pretty chill. Or like we could have like your dad and my dad, and we like both ask to see how different they would be.
I don't think my dad would care. It'd be funny to see if we did that, like, to each other.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
See, when I was growing up, my parents, I wouldn't call them strict though, but like they were pretty chill. And I've seen that trend go around that I'm just kind of like, I don't think mine would be that exciting, because it's just like they'd be like, not that they don't care. It's just that they're just kind of open to like us learning. So if we make a mistake, we would never be grounded. It would just be like,
right,
that was wrong. Don't do that again. But there wouldn't be like a lot of punishments. If anything, like if we were younger and we got in like a fight and slapped each other, we'd be like sent to our room for like a few minutes. Like, nothing crazy. I don't know.
That's so funny.
It's just like,
I think I only got grounded for like 1 or 2 days, and that was just because like,
what was it like to be grounded? Not that like
it
I'm
really wasn't
that I've never,
the
but, like,
only.
do you
Well,
stay in
it
your
wasn't
room the
really.
Whole time?
No, it wasn't really grounding. I was just grounded like from my phone.
Okay.
So it was essentially our version of grounding in my house. I got my phone taken away for 2 days. That's it.
I've never had my phone taken away, but my parents had an app where they could control the screen time.
Well, my parents my parents had my passwords growing up. So
we did
because
too.
like, and they just didn't control, and they would just like, if they felt like concerned, they would look.
Exactly. We still all have the same passwords, just because also like we're used to having the same password.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, it doesn't really matter all that much.
No, and also like I had nothing to hide. Like, so if my parents were like, can I check your phone? And really it was only like the first few months that we had it. They would just want to see what we had on it.
That's fine.
And then they got an app where they could like control it, and they wouldn't even control it unless they felt like they needed to. So like it was,
if they felt like it was impacting you negatively.
It was really that they just had access if they needed it. And so it was pretty chill. And so like I had the phone, but then after 9 o'clock at night, they would turn off all social media.
That's real.
But like
you
I
still
still
had
had
Netflix
and Spotify and YouTube,
everything.
and I was like, sick. That's all I'm going to use anyway, because I wasn't a huge social media kid anyway.
Same.
My sister was more of like a social media girl than I was. That it pissed her off.
Get 'em, Claire.
It pissed her off, but like I was just like, cool. I'll watch like David
Gilmore
Dobrik
Girls.
and Liza
Oh my
Koshy
god,
and
David
Gilmore
when
Girls.
they were dating.
When they were dating.
Throwback.
Yeah. Or like I would watch the videos of Liza Koshy going to the dollar store or
Shut
Target.
Up, I love Liza
Those videos were
Koshy.
so
She's so
funny.
funny.
I love her. So like I'd just like watch stuff like that. So whenever
Yeah.
they would turn it off, like it made no difference.
No.
So it almost looked like when you're installing an app and like you can pause it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's there but you can't go in. That's just what it did.
Oh, that's not bad.
And it was really just so we could like actually go to sleep and not stay up endlessly scrolling. But now
That's
with TikTok,
smart.
like
Womp womp.
womp womp. So yeah.
I fall asleep with TikTok like in my hands, like playing. Hayden will walk in all the time to me just conked out on my bed
With TikTok
with
playing?
TikTok scrolling. I think I did it last night actually.
I wonder if they have like a way that you can just install like an automatic scroll where you don't need to swipe. It just plays a whole video and swipes to the next one.
I think they do have that in
I don't know
TikTok,
if you have to update
but
it.
I don't want
That
it.
would be dangerous. And I remember the first time I got TikTok, my sister was showing me how to use it. I was like, well, how can I find other videos? She's like, you can't. It's just these. And she's like, it's an endless scroll. And I was like, it just goes on forever? She's like, yeah. And I was like, oh my
Actually,
God.
false. I've gotten old videos that I've liked on my For You page and have seen before. I get repeats
Really?
because I go through TikTok so much that they run out of things to give me.
Wow. I just find that
That's not a flex in the slightest, but
I find on TikTok like new music or crochet stuff. Like sometimes my parents are like, "Oh, TikTok is poisonous," and I'm like, "Okay, here's my For You page. It's crocheting, cleaning your kitchen."
that's what I mean. Mine is like, mine's like,
outfit of
come
the day.
shopping with me, with
I'm
me
like-
and my kid, and
I'm like,
like,
it's not really.
or weddings. That's also mine.
I think if you have like a certain For You page, it can be.
Of
if
course,
it's,
it
like,
can be.
whatever content people are putting out there, but like, it
Some
gets
people are toxic, but like,
Mhm.
mine's just a wholesome little.
It's just like mine's like the creative side of TikTok, teacher
Yeah,
TikTok.
yeah.
Like,
I can't
you
have the
know.
negative side of TikTok just because like I don't think I'd use TikTok if I ended up.
and
on
if
the
I
negative
find
side.
a video that I don't like, I hold down the thing and say like not
Show me.
interested,
Yeah,
never
yeah.
show again. So I don't get those videos.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
I've
so
done that. I've
you're
always done
catering
that.
your feed
Yeah, I've
to
always
you.
done that. So like I don't really get a lot of negative things. Like sure, there are things I watch and I'm like, that's disturbing.
Very.
Why am I
yeah,
seeing
yeah.
this? And I'll just get rid of it. But
No, I get that though. That's stressful. Is trying to make sure that you're not.
yeah,
I don't know. It's weird. I mean, my TikTok right now is weddings, engagements.
let me open.
What else is there? There is crochet projects.
Yep.
There is
Mine's Starbucks. I'm opening mine right now. It's a
no way.
Starbucks thing.
Mine's also like stupid like meme compilations or like hopecore where it's like just a bunch of like really happy videos where good things happen. Like that's my TikTok right now because I think if I went to the depressing side of TikTok, I'd
Very
cry.
different, yeah. Like my first video is an April Fool's prank where someone did like Google Translate and they're like calling Starbucks. The next one is a new album that just dropped for
Yeah, I
this
was gonna
guy.
say that's
And
like
it's-
definitely my For You page, or it's like things of like it's like POV. Your university's biology department has a cat. Like
yeah, someone getting a haircut.
yeah, like mine's
Recipes.
so wholesome,
Like it's just kind of.
and I love it. I love
Yeah.
TikTok because
I'm trying to
Oh my
not use it as much.
well, also mine's low key like travel inspo, especially because Hayden and I are planning a trip right now,
That's why.
so it knows
That's creepy.
because it's been watching that. Like I'm literally looking for flights to Norway.
Yeah. See, like I like my social media feed,
Yeah,
but social media scares me.
social media scares the shit out of me, but
Because did you know your phone when you're scrolling it takes a photo of you every 5 seconds?
your phone does.
I heard that. I don't know
I
if
don't
it's true.
think that's true. You
It's
have
not
a
true?
no. You have a sensor
That's
that will
what it is.
activate because all
like-
it does is just make sure you're still there.
Yeah,
Because
but,
otherwise it'll dim your phone.
but every 5 seconds it like scans to make sure you're still there or something.
Yeah,
That's creepy. What else is it doing?
scanning your face to make sure you're still there.
Because it's the Face ID recognition. It's like
It
always
is. Well,
on.
yeah, it is always on.
That's scary. So it's not taking a picture, but it's
No, it's
constantly
not.
scanning your face.
Well, right, it's scanning your surroundings, but
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
I don't know. It doesn't freak me out too bad, just
Ugh.
because like at least it's knowing that like I'm still there, kind of thing.
Actually, one thing I do I have like over 1,000 audios saved on TikTok because I like to listen to new music that I find, or like I follow these like people
with
that
the Hosier. How do you say it? Hosier?
Hosier? I really have no idea. Like when I have that song saved when that was going around.
I feel like y'all can correct me on how to say it. Hosier. I don't know.
I've heard so many.
I've heard Hosier is. I think how you pronounce it depends on like where you're from.
I don't even know how he pronounces
my
it.
American way of saying it is Hosier.
I have no idea. But if I'm listening to like a song on like TikTok, I'll like turn it like near my ear and I'll listen and I'll be like, oh, this is cool. It'll dim and my phone shuts off before the audio is done playing.
Yeah, because your face isn't there.
That's creepy. That freaks me out because it knows I'm not watching it.
Well, it might not necessarily even be scanning like your facial features, because it also can just be using light, dark, shadow recognition, because you're going to be blocking some of the light from the camera when your face is right there, but when you turn it like this, there's direct light hitting that sensor.
I guess it's just I don't like that. It's just I'm just kind of like, if that's what it can do, if that's what it's capable of now, what is technology going to be like in 10 years? Like how it's just like,
we have AI that can generate for you like
everything.
I mean, it's only programmed to what it can do, and
it's going to do more.
It has human limits because it's programmed to what humans limit it to.
It's also like, I think you can do like, I've seen AI voice where like you can
mimic someone else's voice.
You can like record yourself and then it'll turn it and then it'll be like almost resembling Google Translate where you can type anything and it says it in your voice.
Yeah.
So like that creeps me out, because if it can do that, what if it can like eventually it could like scan your face, recognize your voice, and it could be like a robot that looks exactly like a person. Like that's
oh yeah, they'll get there. I think they already have robots. No,
I don't like that at all.
I think they already do have humanish robots. Technology's whack.
I'd rather be like living in like, you know, on a farm without any technology.
I was gonna say I don't
like
really
with
care.
Horses and doing whatever.
I don't really care about tech that much.
I really
to be
don't
so
either.
honest. Like I thrive with.
I can truly live without it.
Well, yeah. I mean, a phone is probably I have a phone. I have an iPad, but that's just for note taking, because I take so many notes that I'd literally be killing the planet single-handedly with how many notes I have to take because of how much paper I would go through in notebooks. Like I could probably go through, at least with my science classes, like a 5-subject notebook in a semester.
No, same. I have mine for MTEL prep. I take MTEL notes. I take practice tests, because one practice test is like over 100 pages, so I download it.
Well, right. It's just such a waste of paper. And I don't want to kill I don't need to waste that. So it's like I have my iPad, I have my computer obviously. And so it's like it's just one of those things of like I just have so much, like that's probably the most I really need, and the iPad is low key unnecessary.
I like having mine when I'm studying for the MTEL. Right now I'm just waiting on my results because I get them back on Friday.
Oh yay.
I'm so scared. Because
you took
Tuesday, so I have like 2 days.
She took her MTEL over break, right? March 8th.
Yes, good memory.
Thank you. Because I remember, because I was supposed to have a doctor's appointment that day, and so I had that date planted in my brain.
No, I took it when I was deathly ill.
She had mono,
and so
womp womp.
But I actually feel okay about it. But also, those tests are really unpredictable. So like.
Honestly, at least to graduate, you don't need to take it.
Well, I know,
you don't need to pack it. Pack it.
I just have to take it. But I don't want to start studying for the next one until I get the results for this one, because
if you have to retake it,
I'd rather just retake it while it's still fresh in my brain.
Right.
Because I'm the kind of person who, if I like study heavily on one thing, the previous thing is just I'm gonna know it less, and so I'm just like I don't want to really focus on the next one until I know for sure I passed the previous one.
That makes sense though, because it's like you still have so much time, because you have 2 other tests to take.
So it's one test, but I can take it separate into 2.
Oh, so you
subsets.
only have 1 test left.
Yeah. So
did you pass the others?
I passed the first 2.
And then you took your third.
I took my third.
And you have a 4th to take that can be split into 2.
Well, it's a 4th and a 5th. It's 4 and 5, but I can take them together. So it's called general curriculum.
Yeah, because it's that math and science one, right?
Math and science is one test. English and social sciences is one test.
I would split it.
I might take it together just to take them both at one time.
That makes sense, though.
Because if I pass one, I just have to retake one.
That makes sense.
And I'm thinking if I will pass one on the first try,
It'll be English.
That's your social science.
That's your strength.
My major, social sciences.
And your mom's the English teacher, so it does like you've grown up with that influence. English. Yeah.
So if anything, I just really need to like
I can help you. I can help you with the science and math one.
Yeah, I want to look at the practice test and see, but I do also have like a study booklet.
That's my widow's specialty.
Well, it's also the new math because they changed.
Oh, okay.
Math.
Fuck that. I can't help you.
Like
I know. Have you seen the bullshit that's online? And they're like, okay, well, you take this little grid, you split it up, you add, like, I've seen this thing.
And you know, like with addition, how you stack it, like let's say you do 10 plus 17. They don't do that anymore.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's not allowed anymore. Because the way it works is because you know how you say you carry the one?
They don't say that
You're
anymore?
No, because you're not reinforcing that like the 10th place and the 1's place, and you move to decimals, kids don't understand place value, because when you just say carry the 1, that's not a 1, it's a 10.
Got it.
Because when you cross out the 1, like in a 10,
when you cross, it doesn't.
It's not 1.
It doesn't
it's
reinforce
10.
That it's 10. That's something we had to learn that it was.
Yes. So what you do is like, instead of, let's say it's 10 plus 17 or whatever, instead of doing that, you'll do like, you do it by place value. You do like, let's say 10 plus 10 plus 7, because what's 17? 10 and 7.
See, that's what
7 is the 1's place.
That's how I do the mental math.
Yes, and so that's the way we're teaching it. So we're stretching it out so kids can see what numbers and what place value and why adding these numbers gets you to this one, and why when you take the total and split it up, it brings you to those numbers.
Okay, see, that I understand. Not the total, but like...
It takes longer.
It does, but like I do that for my mental math. I'm like, okay, I need to, like, I have...
They do other ways too, but that's the one
I split it up in like my brain, so it's like if I need to do like, okay, I have 80 plus 64, I'll do like 80 plus 60. I know 8 plus 6 is this, and then you just add the 0, and then you add the 4 that's left, and then that's what, like, for me, like, that's how I mental math, and it makes it a lot easier.
It makes so much sense. It's kind of more like it's a growth mindset rather than just like the simple one way is right. Like, no, there are tons of answers. So you can do that way, or you can like if it's 80 plus 64, I'll be like 80 plus 20 is 100, 64 minus 20 is 44, and then
100 plus 44
is 144. Like, there's so many
ways to go about it.
Yeah.
I am grateful growing up that none of my none of my teachers growing up would mark you wrong if you did it a wrong way. Once we got older, that is.
Yeah, I'm thinking like middle school.
Yeah.
Because they want you to learn it that way.
They need you to learn
on MCAS and like whatever.
Well, like they want you to learn it how the state is forcing them to throw it at you, because that's also how we get tested. Is using that method.
Did you know when you take MCAS, it's not testing students, it's testing the teachers?
Yeah, exactly. No, same with New Hampshire's testing. Yep. All standardized testing is.
I didn't realize that until I came to college. I was like, it's testing y'all. It's not me.
Fuck. It's just to see their success. It's just you studied for those?
Yes. I would just
they didn't let us study.
I would like review my notes and be like, for formulas, be like, like in geometry, like
they gave us though.
Like, yeah, like I would just look over some basic stuff just to make sure I remembered and that I had it right.
See, they gave us those, like be like
they gave us a reference sheet.
Yeah.
But like some other stuff, I think, like
my mom ended up just like exempting me, because you can be exempt from those. You don't have to take them.
Okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that 10 years ago.
Well, because like I did take them throughout elementary school just because like they weren't that hard for me to do.
Yeah.
And they're just mindless.
Yeah.
So for me, my mom had me take them through through elementary school, because it was just easier, and also when you're that young, you don't want to like separate out.
Right.
And then in middle school, my mom was just like, no, like, I was like, these are just so stupid and a waste of my time. Like, I got to that point where I was like, I get what they're doing.
It's just not
but
fun.
It's not fun. It's like 5 to 6 hours of testing, which no brain is made to do.
No, I don't even remember getting a break. We got
like a lunch break for like that 25-minute block or 30-minute block of just lunch, and then we'd go straight back into testing, and it would be a school-wide thing.
I think if I remember when I was like really young, like if I had to go to the bathroom, I think they would have someone go with me, like the para.
Yeah, someone had to go with you because that's the state protocol.
That was so
or you
weird.
they had to like if you, especially for us too, like with the New Hampshire one, like they had to specifically pause the test. They paused your test.
Oh, my timer kept going.
Well, they had to do they had to like go in a certain way to pause it for you so that you could go to the bathroom.
See, with me, like we had a timer.
Yeah.
And like they'd be like, you can use the restroom, you can go take a walk, but like your timer is still gonna go. Yeah. So just be conscious of the time. And like I'd be terrified to go pee because I'd be like, what if there's a line?
Right.
What if like, you know, and like I can't get this time back or like whatever.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's true.
So
I mean,
it's the same with the MTELs. Like I can leave and do whatever, but the timer's going, but they give me more than enough time. So sometimes I literally give myself 10 minutes and I'll be like, I'm going to go just stand in the hallway.
That's true. That's fair. I remember I'd opted out of taking the test and they go, okay, well, we don't have anywhere to put you because everybody's occupied with proctoring.
The classrooms are filled, yeah.
Well, yeah, we filled all the computer labs, like classrooms were full, like everyone's proctoring.
Yeah.
So they go, you're going to sit with the class that you're in and just sit in the computer lab, do homework, do something, bring a book. I don't care. Like, so I sat there all day.
That's even worse.
I texted my mom. I was like, can I come home?
Just be like, I don't feel good.
My mom was self-employed too. So it was very easy for her to just just pick up and come get me.
That's nice.
When I was younger, because she worked she worked locally, like for very not short hours, but they were short stints in person. The rest was at home.
I have a story. This reminds me of something. So if I ever had to go home, there were times where I couldn't because my mom is a teacher.
Right.
But there were times where I could because she had like a study block or a free period where she'd be and we lived down the street.
Yeah.
She'd be like, I'll take you home right now. Like when I was old enough to stay home alone. And my dad is a FedEx driver. Mm-hmm. So he would be like in our neighborhood. So my mom would be like, oh,
check in on
he's
Meg.
in the neighborhood. Yep. He can drive you home because he'd deliver like packages in our neighborhood.
That's so funny.
So he would just drop me off and then drop his packages off. But there was one time.
Dropping the adult package off, the human.
There was one time, I think it was sophomore year of high school, maybe freshman year. I got my period during class.
Oh, no.
White shorts. Yep. It was in band class, and band class was a safe place for me, so I was not embarrassed.
That's good, though. I'm glad it happened there.
It was in band class, and I was like, perfect.
It could have happened in such a worse location.
And it was the last class of the day, so I was like, okay.
Perfect.
I was like, I can either stay here and go home with my mom, but my mom stays after.
And you didn't really want to be around.
Wait. Yeah, it was the beginning of the class, and I'm like, I don't want to wait for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So I called my dad, and he was like, yeah, I can pick you up. But for some reason, the nurse wouldn't let my dad take me home.
No way.
She was like, oh, your mom is already here and she has a class. I'm only guessing maybe she was new because
she had to have been
a lot
new.
of the nurses and the staff knew me because they work with my mother. And they'd be like, yeah, like by the time your dad gets here and checks you in, it's going to be the end of the school day. You might as well just wait and take the bus. And I was like, okay, I hear you, but like I have blood on my pants. I don't want to take the bus. like we also got bullied on the bus. And I was like, I don't want to take the bus. And so, I don't remember why. I don't even remember what they were saying, but I just remember going with my dad was not an option. So at the end of the school day, my brother and my sister took the bus. My mom had like a neighboring teacher go in there for like 10 minutes so she could drive me home because it really took like 10 minutes just to drive me home.
Yeah.
And I come home and I like change or whatever. And then I actually got home like before my siblings did.
That's so funny.
I could have taken the bus, but I just didn't want to embarrass myself.
But also, especially if it's a bullying zone for you.
I'm
like,
just kind of like, no, thank you. And so, yeah, like.
It's also, you're literally like, and also, you'd like, let's say you'd be sitting on the bus for a half hour, right?
Yeah.
You'd be sitting.
It's about half hour, yeah.
You'd be literally sitting there.
Yeah.
Just bleeding.
And there was a lot of people on my bus that like it was 2 people per seat. So if I did go on the bus, it would be me with Joey. Like,
no,
because he was my bus buddy. I was like, I can't do that to him.
No way. That'd be so funny.
Oh my God.
Rip Joey.
He wants to come back.
He's coming back.
He will.
He will. We have to get him on here.
Yep.
Oh Mr. According to him.
No, we need him back. We need Eileen back. Like, I'm just ready.
Eileen, can you come home?
I miss her. I want to actually. She, for Easter, I know that she went to Aiden's family.
I saw that. That was really cute.
That is really cute because
She seems like she's having so much fun in Ireland.
I think it's nice that he has family there because if she's homesick, like you're still in that environment of family.
She gets that homely environment.
Yeah,
she needs that.
Yeah,
she's a very like a home body.
Yep. Yeah, definitely a homebody.
She
home cooked meals. Being on the couch.
That's her.
I love it. No, I'm the same way.
It's so cute.
But speaking of Eileen,
it's time.
It's time for her minute. So here she is.
Ta-da!
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of According to Her. It's Eileen with a few updates. So me and Aiden got back from Italy about a week or two ago, and it was just incredible. The views that we saw, being on the water, just absolutely incredible. And the food was so good. It was just a really, really fun time. Like I said, we were in Venice first and Florence, and then we went down to like Capri and Amalfi Coast and all those things. And then we went to Rome, and because we flew out from Rome, and again, just stunning. Some of the most stunning views I've ever seen in my entire life, and I'll probably never see some of them ever again. Like we got to see a sunset, a sun setting over Positano, which was, I got so many pictures, and I'll have to show Megan and Amanda. Maybe we can post them on the According to Her Instagram. But anyways, yeah, it was really great. Towards the end of the trip, it did get a little rocky because me and Aiden got these sandwiches from this sandwich shop in Minori, and the guy put some mozzarella and like mayo in the sandwich. It was a really good sandwich, at first, but we, made the mistake of leaving the sandwiches in the bag, and I think those sandwiches caused us to get, food poisoning, or I don't know. The food made us sick, so we did not end up feeling good towards the end of the trip, which kind of ruined, going to Rome for us. But you know what? We recovered. We were good. We tried to make the most out of Rome as much as we could, and then we got to go home and, rest for a couple of days. But now we're in Galway again, just chilling with his family, so that's really great. So that's the update, but in 2 days, actually, we're going to be leaving for Barcelona, but we're only going to be in Barcelona, Spain, nowhere else. So we get to just chill, relax, not really worry about, getting up early in the morning and going somewhere new, because that's what we did in Italy. So it was a good experience, but we definitely learned from it. Definitely wouldn't recommend doing what we did again in terms of, trying to see all the famous spots of Italy. I think in the future, if we ever go back to Italy, we'd probably go to just Capri. It was our absolute favorite place to visit. And it was just, our time there was just too short. But anyways, yeah, so we're going to be in Barcelona for 4 nights, which is going to be great. So that's the only other big update I have for you guys right now. School is still going. Oh my God, B-Reel just went up. That is so funny. Probably going to miss his B-Reel. But anyways, what was I going to say? Yeah, school has been, going on. We've had to skip a few classes, unfortunately, but we're getting our schoolwork done as best we can, while we're away. I bring my laptop with me everywhere so that we can still get our schoolwork done on time, because classes still matter for us, unfortunately. But, studying and abroad, you got to balance the two of them, right? And now it's April, so we go home late next month, but still, it's a month away. Our time here is going by so fast, which is insane. I can't believe how fast time has gone here. So, but I'm excited to go back home, when the time comes in May and all that stuff. And I get to celebrate my birthday in April, that I'm looking forward to. So I don't know. I don't really have many other big updates right now, but that's kind of just been my life so far. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Catch you guys next time. Bye.
And that was Eileen.
We miss you, honey.
We miss you.
She's coming home actually like in a month and a half.
We're in the home stretch.
We're in the home stretch now. It's been like she's been gone since like early January. She left before finals.
It was before Christmas.
Was it before Christmas?
Because it was before Christmas break.
No, she left during finals. She had to finish her finals though, or did she not have any?
I don't know, because I remember I think, wasn't it? No, it was, nope, it was when we got back, because after our Christmas break and we got back, she had to leave a week later. So many people left during Christmas break. She started later. That's why she's coming home so late.
Got it. So she left like
when it was early January and we were back, there was one night where she stayed here. Like she just came by. She was at your place. I remember she had one last Gigi's bowl.
Oh my God.
And then she left.
Yeah.
Yep. That was funny.
Because she was pretty much, because she left early because she was getting like she had moved her
January.
stuff out.
I think.
No, not early January. We weren't here.
Yeah, we were.
No.
After break.
Oh, yeah, like the 17th or 18th. Like she was here like right at the start of this semester, but
she left.
She finished
Ireland,
out
right after.
She left like the 19th of January.
I think it was even before our classes started.
Maybe.
Was gone.
Oh,
like
maybe.
But we were on campus.
We were on campus. I was on
And
campus
she
like 2
visited.
days before, and she was
It
here
was the
like
night
either
before
on
she
the
left.
first day of classes or something like that.
Yeah. So it's about time.
Get your ass home, bitch.
Yeah.
That's a threat.
But until next time.
I was going to say, you'll see Eileen very, very soon when she's home. But until then.
You're stuck with us.
You're stuck with us. Sorry, y'all. And then with that, you're going to be stuck with us next week too. And that's where we'll see you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.